It's here for Explorator. Before we get into part 2 of my Torment-12 playthrough with the Explorator B ship and the Witch Commander, I wanted to talk about something significant that's occurred with the game in about 2 weeks after I'd completed the playthrough, and that is an upcoming patch for the game that will make significant changes in how the game is played. It's this new Planetary Assaults beta that was announced on November 20th. Now, it was currently in beta at the time I made this video, this updated video introduction, but by the time you see my video, this patch will probably be released. And significant changes are adding the Planetary Assault mode, which I could have had a chance to run into in my playthrough if I had done it at the time. But what's more significant change they're going to make is to how the sectors, the attributes of some of these sectors. Those of you who may not know, there was a meta in the game that was used a lot by the Torment-12 players, some of the players better than me, to always target exclusion zones. You want to target as many exclusion zones as you can in your playthrough because that's how you get the most scrap. Exclusion zones would typically have 4 to 5 more sectors with encounters or other events that could give you more scrap, and that's important to trying to win the game at any tournament level. The more scrap you get, the more options you have to purchase things, which increase your chance of winning. So, switching over here, this is a copy of a screenshot from the Void War wiki sheet. This is a Google Docs Sheets type document that's maintained by one of the moderators of the Void War Discord. And if you want to get a copy of this sheet, I do have a link in this video to the Void War Discord. Join the Discord and just ask around or look for the pinned tweets for the Void War wiki sheet, and you get a copy of this sheet. It has information about many aspects of the game, the ships, the boss ships, the crew, and the armament. So all the details are there. It's an alternate to the web-based Void War wiki that I've put are featured in my videos. But what you're seeing here is the sheet after the moderator had edited it for the upcoming sector changes. And what the significant change that we have, one of the significant changes is that the exclusion zone you see here, it's got that's a little skull right there, hard to see, but the exclusion zone used to be down here in the list with the Infernal, Sea, and the Maw, which are also types of exclusion zones, and the exclusion zone here used to have a overall node quantity, excluding empty nodes, of 14 to 18. Those are nodes where you would encounter some type of event or activity, either ship combat or some other exploration event that could come out in, hopefully, in your favor. Well, they've taken the exclusion zone that used to have the same attributes as Infernal, Sea, and the Maw, and they've nerfed it or reduced its available node quantity, so it's similar in state to all these other commonly occurring nodes for the other types of cults or even the desolate sector. So they've demoted this exclusion zone to where it's a commonly occurring zone to where it's no different than some of these other zones. And so that means that the exclusion zone meta that was used in the game, I guess, since its release is no longer valid. It's no longer something you want to try in the game. And it's good. It's good the developers did that because the game would get kind of boring from a repeatability or replayability perspective, where you're always trying to target the maximum number of exclusion zones. Now you don't do that. Now you're not really sure what you have to pick or which route you have to take. It adds some variability and uncertainty to the route, which hopefully will add a little more excitement to the game, a little more replayability. But this also would have had an effect on my game. In my playthrough, you're about to hear me decide I'm going to pick the Technocult sector because I don't really see. To me, these sectors would be about the same. They're neutral sectors, and so I may as well go to the Technocult sector and perhaps try to get benefits you get from the Technocult system structures that are there, like their shrine or maybe an event where you can get one of your Flux Priests upgraded to a Servo Excavator. But if I were to do this playthrough again after this upcoming Planetary Assaults patch, I would have picked the Imperial Shrine Worlds instead. So my path would have changed. This game would have been significantly different. And the reason I would have picked that is the Imperial Shrine World you see here is one of the worlds that you run into only once per playthrough. It would not be a common world like the Imperial sector up here. And in this Imperial Shrine World, you notice also has a circle around it indicates a neutral sector. It's not a war zone. So typically I avoid these neutral sectors because I wanted more combat. But now they made changes to the sector so it has the same node quantity as the old exclusion zone did. Now this has 14 to 18 nodes you encounter where you should run into something, either ship combat or some other type of event encounter where you make decisions and something happens. You have to just deal with the results. But this would be this now would be an advantage to the Technocult. The Technocult sector you see right here, it's a commonly occurring sector, and it only has 10 to 12 nodes. or 10 and 12 nodes where you would have some type of encounter. And so the Imperial Shrine World is superior to that. I have an additional 4 to 6 nodes I could possibly have a chance to get some scrap from. See, so if I were to play this part 2 again of this video, I would pick the Imperial Shrine World. So I just want to make you aware of that, because you going in, I'm not necessarily trying to future-proof my video here, but you going in here, you may get the impression that you should also hit the Imperial Shrine Worlds. Well, excuse me, the exclusion zones for your playthrough on a higher level torrent. Well, that's not, you wouldn't want to do that anymore after this upcoming patch. You now have to think about or understand what type of sector you're running into to determine if that's going to be ideal to your advantage or not. And again, you can get this sheet from the Void War wiki on the Discord. And one rule of thumb you can try to think of if you're trying to target the high yield sectors is if the sector name ends in just the word sector or zone, then it's going to be a low average, I guess an average yield, an average node yield sector, or have an average count of nodes. But if you encounter a sector that has a name that does not end in sector or zone, then chances, and it's going to give you a higher number of nodes to encounter on average. So anyway, that's just something to think about. I'll touch base on this again in one of these upcoming videos, just because these videos are in parts and people may miss this particular video. So I will talk about this again in an upcoming part. Probably want to get to one of the sectors or one of these nodes that is one I would not pick if I were to play this again after the patch. So thanks for listening. Hope this is helpful, and on to the part 2 of this Torment 12 playthrough. Hey, it's Deer for Next Ready. Continue my playthrough of Void War on Torment 12 difficulty. This is my first attempt. I'm playing with the Explorator B, also called the Fieldpiercer, and using the Witch Commander. I picked this ship from a random list I'm keeping on the side of ships that are supposedly, or at least ranked by players better than me, as some of the best ships in the game. I picked the S tier, special tier, and then the A tier ships to choose from. Then once I've picked a random ship, I'll pick from a subset of commanders that are ideal for this ship as recommended by players better than me. So I happen to pick the Witch randomly. And pretty powerful commander. I've only used it, I think, up to, I don't know how I've used this commander, maybe on Torment 3 game and Torment 6. I don't think I'm going any higher than that. And really powerful commander support boarding. She has a Death Bolt spell, which she can use multiple times, and its cooldown is only 30 seconds. That's really powerful to use against enemy crew or enemy crew that are boarding your ship. Really powerful spell, 25 hit points. They'll do a lot of damage, especially help out your other boarders that happen to be on the enemy ship, and really helpful on the higher torrents because there's a lot more crew, right? I forgot what torrent level it is, maybe torrent level 8, 9, there's a lot of additional crew members. In Torment 12, enemies have more firepower. So I don't know when there's the crew levels stop in terms of being added at the torments, but some ships are very thick with crew, and this is really helpful, especially against enemy psychers, right? 25 hit points will do a lot of damage to psychers. And so we made it through the first sector, and we're about to head into the next sector. So let's head to our next sector. I'll talk about the status of the ship and the crew. And we have a neutral sector to come across, but it's going to be a Technocult sector. I thought about Imperial Shrine Worlds. It's a chance to get a few Imperial Psychers, such as one with Purify. That'd be helpful against Acropolis Barge, or even a High Magistrate, which would have a Third Gate. That'd be helpful for boarding. But we're going to do Technocult because we have these Flux Priest here, and there may be a chance, I don't know how much that chance will be, we could run into an event where we could exchange one of these Flux Priests for a Servo Excavator, a very powerful knight unit for the Technocult. I don't know if it's as powerful as the Assault Cyborg, but he's got a little bit more health points. But anyway, let's go ahead and warp, and then we'll talk about the crew and the ship. And let's see what the layout of the sector looks like first. So we have a shaman up here, and they offer crew and psychomancy. The Witch Commander does have an open psyker slot, psychomancy slot, so that's one option. We also have a chance to get a mercenary broker. I wouldn't mind going here, so we could get another boarding crew member. We'll talk about that. And then we have an option to hit a shipyard. There's a missing dot here. That's interesting. Or if that's a bug. Normally there should be one more little dot here, dotted line. And then we have a couple of open nodes, and finally we have an option to hit 1 or 2 shops, either Ordnance Expert for missiles, systems, and modules, and system modules, missile templates. Interesting. Both these crew offer the same, or both these vendors offer the same type of selections, missile templates, systems, and modules. Of course, the merchant ordnance expert may offer it's more missile oriented, right? He'll probably offer a missile system for sure, which I already have. So we'll probably visit the merchant mechanic here. But I would like to get crew, and we have a better chance getting crew here. And here we have a machine shrine. The machine shrine, though, is a really good place to visit because you sometimes will get equipment, and we'll have a better chance of getting machine cult type units. But because of the lack of scrap, I may go ahead and try and visit this shop instead. Just kind of a trade-off. This will allow us to perhaps even get maybe another assault cyborg. That may be a possibility. So let's talk about the ship and the crew. So in terms of the ship, I went ahead and splurged on a few systems in Sector 1, which I'm kind of surprised since you don't really get a lot of scrap on Torment-12. I managed to get a launch bay, and this is done to help enhance boarding. One thing from my Torment-11 game I learned is that the game somehow gave me an opportunity to have really strong boarding. I managed to get up to 7 crew members who could board, which I didn't realize that you could do that, or you had a chance of doing that on Torment-11. And that was pretty decisive in helping me beat the game against the Doom Engine boss. So I decided this ship does not start with an assault sled, so I went ahead and bought that. Then I got a missile bay because it was affordable at the time, and it's just something that will help us out in case, once we run out of lance shots here, this missile can help bring up the heavy lifting when it comes to doing damage on the enemy, especially if their shield systems are still up. And then I've also bought a door system. This ship does not come with doors, even though it has heavy ion lance, Storm 2. It does not. I think it starts with sensor 2, so the sensors are pretty high. But it does not come with a door system. When this ship catches on fire, you have to run around every room and open the doors, which can be, that can take away from your time when you're trying to deal with other threats from the enemy ship. So I went and bought the door system, wasn't that expensive, and I would prefer not to buy the assault sled because I think it was 70 scrap, if I remember right. I could be wrong, but obviously having a Stargate heavy translocator be more cost effective because it's very expensive to get this upgraded to higher levels, right? Like if you wanted to board with 3 people, it's going to cost you another 50 scraps. That's 120, and then if you want to have 4 people, that's very expensive, another 80. So it's very expensive. Be 90 and 40, be 130 scrap just to get 4 people aboard. Very expensive compared to buying a High Magister, who I think is like 110 if I remember right. So a little bit less expensive to have one of those crew units, but you don't know if you're going to find one, right? So I went and took it, but now once I get obviously I couldn't afford the power for it, and I'm not boarding with it just yet. I could, but I'm going to save the scrap to see if we can get a better crew member here. So I'm going to see if I can get by without it. And we did pick up some crew in the first sector. I got a servo Husk we rescued, and we also got a Husk I generated from a shipyard just to get some more crew members. And I moved these flux priests away from the more critical systems because one problem is if a flux priest runs out of the room with that system, it loses power. That's what was happening with my shield, which is kind of annoying. So I went ahead, and same for life support. I ran in here to move away from fire, and then my life support went down because it like took the power away from it. So that's one mechanic. Even though these things offer power to your system, I find kind of a hassle if you're under attack. So I don't mind even getting rid of these guys at some point if I have to. Not that I want to, but I just don't like having to micromanage them and worry about them. But it is going to be expensive. That means I will have to buy more power blocks later when they're down. They'll cost me another 20 to 25 scrap. But in terms of crew equipment, I've got armor for my witch, and it gives her a little bit of suffocation resistance. That means I will be able to use her possibly to board possessed ships. That's something to think about too, is can you take out possessed ships with boarding? And then I've got my assault cyborg that came with the ship. He's got a plague sword. I think I got this as loot. I didn't buy this, and obviously not ideal for death cultist enemies, but it does +5 poison DPS. That's not bad, so it will help him when he's doing his boarding, which he's been doing a lot of. And then I have a few reagents we picked up as loot. We got this from the first abstract rift that was in Sector 1. I visited just to get the battle, and because we couldn't warp ahead 4 levels, we're already at the hardest torment level, it gave me 3 reagents. So I got some reagents to use. I'm happy to use these throughout if it's going to make our survival or enhance our survival throughout the sector. So okay, so enough talk. I'm going to see if we can get another crew member to enhance boarding. So let's head that direction toward the lower nodes. Technocult ship under attack by War Cult. Okay, let's go after the War Cult vessel. And they have some aberrants which have shields. So we are going to have to board. And they only have 25 evasion. Then we have an Ashen Priest, which can summon a Doom Effigy. So I could kill him outright if I wanted to. But I'd like to take down these aberrants as well. So let me go ahead and get my my guy to board into the ship here, and then I guess I'll go once I get the evasion down. I'll use my lance on his shields. Okay, and I'm also poisoning the guy already, and I'm waiting to cast my my spell. Let me see. If I do damage to one room, I might be able to hit both these aberrants at the same time. So we have their evasion down. I'm going to take a chance. What they have weapon-wise, they have a thunder cannon that's one shot. So we can tank that, but the beam will hit us, so I'll have to watch out for that. Oh, they also have a shield charger. Yeah, we got to get shields down. So I was thinking about what want to hit weapons, but he's got a shield charge, so let's get the shields down. Okay, and he just cast, I guess, a fireball at us. So now shields are kind of down, and are they staying? Okay, now there's. Oh, okay, that may prevent my spell from hitting. So I've got to run in there and get these. I'll just run in here and get these guys' spells taken off, right? And then I'll run him back in there. He's trying to cast a spell, and are they gonna? Or they're staying in there. So I'm gonna cast a death bolt and see if I can kill these guys real quick, since I got their spells done. Oh, he ran away. Damn. Okay, I got one guy killed. Now he's fighting. The other guy's fighting me. Let me see what I'm gonna do here. Oh, we have a fire. I just now noticed that. Okay, you run out of there. Stupid me. Sometimes I miss that, those fires. I don't know why. Let me see. Okay, waiting for Storm Cannon to come up. Okay, now his beam's coming, and that beam may get through my system. I can't really do anything about that. Let's see. Oh, good. Timing is good. He didn't really time his shot that well. Okay, and let's see, how's my, this guy's taking a lot of damage, I don't like that. Okay, let me try and get shields down, and then we'll, if I get shields destroyed, we'll be in good shape. I'm going to go and recall him just to conserve his health. And then I'll get a missile onto their weapons, maybe, let's see. Good, and did some damage to him. Ah, missile missed, I hate that. Oh, we have another lance coming up here. And you get back on engines to help. And we gotta wait for air to come back here. Let's see. I'm glad he's not timing his shot, his thunder cannon with his energy beam that well. That's good. Okay, and we'll hit shields again because he's got that stupid shield charger, right? So we gotta keep shields down. Good, got it down again. And well, you know what? He's almost dead. I'm going to warp in and try to kill him real quick because I want to get that. I want to keep that throne. Evasion down. Good, I just killed him. So now we're going to recall. It's one less guy who can repair systems. Okay, now they're both in there. In 8 seconds, I'll also be able to take them out. Maybe I can kill them right now. Let me fire into their shields, see if we can take it out completely. Oh, one shot missed. Damn it. Okay. I've only got 7 missiles. You know what? I'm going to try to... what's his health? Oh, he's got 42. I'm not going to be able to kill him. Another fireball coming. Okay, so you can run back in here. I guess I'll use my missile because we'll get more munitions, right? So I'll use one missile and let's just fire into there and see if we can take them out with it. Doors, I hate that. Let's open this up. Got aired out. Good, got him. Oh, I forgot to put them on engine, stupid me. Okay, 9 munitions, 28 scrap. Well, I'm going to take the scrap. That's a ample amount of munitions, but we're going to need the scraps so we can buy. Oh, we took a hull breach. Imperial Reinforcements fleet arrives, begins to attack you. Oh, I have mistaken you for the enemy. Okay. I took a breach, and where is it? Oh, in there. Okay, I guess... I have some suffocation resistance. I'll go repair it. Serve that guy some health, and let's see. Close all this up. Yeah, commander's not boarding right now, so... Come on. Okay, good. That's not too bad. Alright, took a little bit of damage there. Yeah, about 25%, but that's okay. Okay, so we got more scrap, and we survived that. Didn't take... I don't think we took any hull damage. He took a little bit of damage, not happy about that, but... Alright, let's move on. And let's see. I want optionality in terms of nodes. We'll head here. Just 2 additional nodes to target next time. Well, we got a module, a free module, Purity of Steel. When repairing a system, friendly crew gain immunity to debilitating effects for 10 seconds. Huh? Not really crazy about this module, but it's free, right? So we'll go ahead and take it. I'd rather have something that give me scrap, right? We need scrap. Ugh. I don't like this because we have a possibility of not getting enough scrap for a good crew member, right? And I want a good crew member, so let's see. Now, if I head here, we'll see what we deal with, and then if it looks like we don't have good scrap, I may just skip the merchant altogether and head to this next node. So let's do that. Okay. Ion Storm, enemy starship with weapons armed. Okay, good. So let's see. He's got 30, and what kind of weapons they got? They have a bolt cannon and a displacement. So that's not a big deal. We'll have to watch out for that. They both do hull damage, but I'll have to watch out he doesn't grab my crew. So let's see. I don't know if we're gonna be able to beat this guy, but I can kill this guy. So let me go ahead and I'll translocate in there and start on him, and then I also have this reagent. I can also throw this in to start doing some damage to him. So let's run in here. Okay, so now I'll start getting that guy hurt, and let's take down their shields. I could wait, right? Maybe I should wait until my weapon's almost charged. That'd be more effective, right? Actually, I'll take down their shields pretty easily. You know what? I'm just gonna, maybe I should ionize their weapons. I'm gonna ionize their weapons this time. Okay, weapons ionized. And I'm poisoning this guy. And he's poisoned for 40 seconds. He might die. So, you know, now I've got him poisoned. I think I can... Oh, he's got poison resistance, right? Yeah, I still have to do some more damage to him. Let me get him down to like 6. Oh, he's running out of there. Okay, that's fine. So I'll go ahead and let me see where he's at. Now this guy's going to come in to fight me. I'm going to go ahead and recall. Okay, you get back on shield. Let me see where he ends up. Now he might... Oh, they have a Husk rack. I didn't notice that. Okay, so he's going to... I think he's going to die in a minute. And this Death Bolt's not going to... I guess I could use it on the Husks, right? Waiting for this guy to die. Hopefully he'll die soon. Yeah, he's going to die in a minute. Because I've got... I mean, now he's up to like 17 seconds of poison. He's going to be dead. And the Husk is on the doors. I don't care about that. See, this guy's 140 health. My commander would not be able to kill him. We got one weapon ionized, so he can't really do anything to us. And let's see, he's down to 1 health. Okay, my weapons are up. Let's fire into shields. Hopefully we hit him, and then I'll get a missile ready. Okay, he just died. He's getting on their throne. Interesting. Maybe I can attack the throne? I guess I'll attack... Well, let's see, you know what? Let me attack the shield. I guess we ought to keep... I only go after weapons. Let's get weapons down. We're good. Shields are now down. And I got their weapons damaged again. And let's see. Now I can cast a... I'll kill the Husks that are in this room to help prevent or slow down the shield repair. Good. Husks are destroyed. That's good. And now it's just a slow battle, right? Okay, ions are up, and I guess I'll keep his shields ionized, right? I don't know what the best thing to do is. I only keep the weapons down. Keep firing his shields. Almost ready to fire weapons again. Hopefully it doesn't ionize our weapons. Okay, let's fire into shields again. He's getting repaired. Good. Shields destroyed again. And I'm going to hold off on the missile. I've only got 5 missiles left. I don't think we need to use them for this. What got ionized? Oh, my command throne. Okay. Not a big deal. Okay. See, they may get shields repaired with that many Husks. Ugh. I gotta wait 12 seconds. You know, I could use a reagent to... let me see if I need to do that. Yeah, I'm going to use a reagent. I mean, I've got a bunch of these. Let's use it, and they'll maybe stop them from... kind of keep them... Well, yeah, that's not really worth it, right? It's not going to do much. Yeah, let me hold on to that. Let's see what I can do here. Maybe... Now, I could board my... my guy in here and have him chase around. Let me micromanage this guy. I'll have him run around the ship, right? Okay. And I'll have him run in here. You know, he's chasing me around. See, now I'm not repairing anything, right? Okay, now, now I can fire another shot. This time I'll fire into their weapons. And let me run this guy is way over here. Yeah, funny, isn't it? Gun recall. Okay, now I'll do another death bolt in here. Kind of funny. That kept him from repairing to let my Storm 3 charge up. And I killed all their husks, and now hopefully this will be the killing blow. We'll fire that into shields again. There we go. So I saved a missile there. 24 scrap. Ooh, he just ionized my weapons just in time. Okay. All right, we got 90 scraps. That's enough for a decent boarding crew member. All right, 90 scrap. Happy with that. Let's move to the merchant and see what they got for us. Oh, okay, they do have a combat husk. Okay, decent. And they have a cyber priest who has positron barrier. That'd be useful. Engineer. So let's see, what could I afford? Yeah, I'd have to afford. I could also get a servo husk. That's good because it's got the tool slot, and also get a cyber priest. Now, you can use a cyber priest for boarding as well if you give them the right equipment. So let me see, for 85 scrap. Huh. Imperial recruit, though it is Imperial citizen. That's another thought, right? Because you do have some events if you have Imperial citizens. Let me think about this. Okay, so some tough decisions to make here. The first choice might be to get the cyber priest because it's the strongest crew member here. As you can see, most hit points, and has a lot of benefits in the repair speed, and also has positron barrier, which will help to protect our systems when we're attacked, and also has a tool slot and armor slot. So tool slot's always important. But right now at this point in the game, I want to focus more on the offensive and defensive. I want to try and get my boarding going, and I get my boarding going more reasonably with the combat husk. Okay, even though he's not the strongest boarding crew member, I could put some armor on. My commander currently has armor, and I could give him the armor suit to make him a little bit tougher. I think he'd put him up to 50, and then I could also give him a weapon. And so I'm thinking about getting him. Now the next choice would be either engineer or an Imperial recruit. I'd like to get the recruit because there are events in the game where you get, with an Imperial citizen, you get a gold text event and you get free scrap. That'd be a good thing to have, but the engineer is also important to repair our systems. If we run into like Necropolis barge where our systems get destroyed, we do need the ability to repair systems as quick as possible. So I'm thinking about getting the combat husk, engineer, and then I'm going to get a weapon. We have a siege call here for 10, and this would be helpful for my assault cyborg because he typically will board like into the enemy's command throne, a one-tile room, and this weapon gives him an extra DPS in the small room. So even though he's got the poison, the poison attack, this +1 DPS will also help out, and it also gives him the door break speed, so he can bust through doors really quick. And then I could give the poison blade back to my commander or give it to the combat husk here. So I'm going to go ahead and get the combat husk, and get the engineer, and get the siege claw. And now we're down to 5, and I guess I'll get one more munition, and let's go and get everything reassigned here. So let's see. Okay, you get this, and then I'll give the blade to my commander. I'm going to give the armor to the I guess the assault cyborg. Where is he? Here. Okay. Now he's got 50, so that's pretty good. And now I've got to let's see, go and get these guys together. Oh wait, wrong. These guys together. Okay. So now I have to get power for my my assault stuff. If I want to board now, I can't really rob power from anything except I can't really rob power from anything to do it. I don't think I could. I don't think I could run a flux priest in here and power up the assault sled. I think because I go to load the crew, he would probably load right up into the assault sled. So now I've got to try to get some. I guess I'll run you here in the missile room. And this guy, I guess I'll keep him in the engine room. That's if our engines get ionized. I'm out of power anyway. So, he moved the power into the engine room. Interesting. Okay, never mind. I guess I'll have to keep him in here. I'll keep him in here for now. So I have to watch out for that. See, I'm still missing a power block. So I'm kind of at a deficit of power blocks right now. That's something I'll have to save up for. Okay, so let's see. And the next ship station I'd like to visit would be this one here. And I'd like to save up enough scrap for a decent system. Either a shield charger costs 80. That's pretty expensive. Maybe I should have saved some scrap. In fact, I'm gonna have to bypass. I'm probably gonna have to bypass this shipyard because we need scrap to get a good system, and that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna buy. I'd like to go to the shipyard get munitions, but I'm just gonna bypass it. So let's go to the next node here. Tech Imperial ship under attack. Let's attack the raider vessel. Ooh, big crew, and they have a lot of husks. No husk rack. They have doors level 2. Okay. And they have a Terra Amplifier. Hull Rippers gives 2 shots. That means they're going to bust our shields. So he's firing the Terra Amplifier. So let's see. It's going to be a tough fight. I wonder if we can board. I'm thinking of... Let me do some damage, then maybe I can board the ship. Where's this guy? Corsair 4. Okay. Let's I gave him the right weapon, right? Okay. So let's take down the throne, and then Lance. What kind of weapons he's got? Yeah, these weapons are bothering me. Shield 1 though, so I know I can bust the shields. I'm gonna wait a little bit here. Let's see. He has to delay that. And let's see. You know what? Yeah, I can't use this power on that system. Yeah, I could do this. I could board. I'm gonna try to board just for fun. Let's see if we can do this. So we're gonna lance. Let me see if the lance hits their weapons first. Okay, I've got weapons down. And let's see. Let's try to board. I'm gonna try this. I don't know if it's gonna be a good idea, but. I'm going to take power from engines and board, and we can board into their shield room. See how this works. And you get on the throne, I guess. Okay, we got that damaged, and somebody else is going to come in there and fight him, I guess, which is fine. Okay, now we're fighting this guy. Well, I have this, so I'm going to wait for more people to show up there, and I'll kill them all, hit them all with this bolt. Good. Now we destroyed their shields. That worked out really well. And now that shields are down, I think we can recall the crew. Oh, maybe we can crew kill them. I don't want to lose too many hit points. Let's see. Now this engineer's coming to fight me with 2 DPS. He's down to 38. Let's see. So I don't have my missiles now. That's going to give a lot of health, trying to crew kill. But also going to repair, right? Repair their shield. Let's see. Let me kill that one engineer. I got him poisoned. Okay, that's destroyed. And is he poisoned? Is that their gun or my gun? That was their gun. Okay. Storm into weapons. Let me recall. Okay, now we got guys on the throne, and then they fired a lot of shots at me. Oh, weapons got hit. Okay. You go help repair. He's almost dead. I'll try to kill this guy. Let me warp right here, see if I can kill him. Kill this guy. Oh, he ran out. Where is he? He's running away from me. What's he doing? Punk, I think I got him. Yeah, I go. Okay, I'll recall. Okay, I'm micromanaging that. Okay, so we're not gonna board anymore. Let me put power back to engines. We have some kind of run back here on missiles. Get missiles up again. And the weapons are destroyed, so that's good. But their shields are back up, so we gotta go after shields again. Okay, you got that. We got our weapons repaired. Let's see. my combat Husk took a lot of damage. Okay, storm's up. Let's fire into shields again. Good. Shields destroyed. And let's see. I've almost got my death bolt ready again. We'll kill one of these guys. I guess I'll kill the engineer for sure. Okay, engineer, kill him. Oh, I might kill all of them. Good, they're all dead. That's it. Nice. We got ammunition back, 21 scrap. Oh. Ooh, Hellfire Cuirass. We contact Imperial ship. Imperial commander does not respond to you, although the vessel ejects a small supply crate. We got some new armor. Nice. So now my commander is going to be immune to fire. Very good. Like that. Okay, now she's got 90 health. This guy took some damage, so I guess he won't be boarding next time, which is fine. Okay, we got 23 scrap. So let's see what's next. And I gotta save the scrap though, because I want to try to get a good system. Let's see if everybody's okay. Yeah, everybody's hurt. So I'm gonna have to be careful in this next sector, because these guys are both hurt and may not have an easy time boarding. All right, let's see how it goes in the next sector. Next node, I mean. It's confused node sector. Encounter raider vessel. Okay, let's attack the Imperial ship this time. I have that fireproof armor. What they got? Imperial Enforcer. Marshal. Okay, let's do some damage to... They have a 2 shield. Okay. So we're going to have to get shields down. And what I may do is... I feel like I got to board the enemy ship again. What kind of weapons he's got? Heat beam 2, not good. Or creates fire. Okay, no hull. Okay, it doesn't do hull damage. That's good. Okay, so I'm not too worried about the fire. We can, open up the doors. It'll be kind of a hassle. We can handle that. And let's see. I like to do damage one system. So if 2 of these crew member in one room, I can take them. I can damage them with the death bolt. Also, if my assault sideboard boards into a room, he can also death bolt will also help him out. Maybe I'll try that. Let me wait for these guys to, and they also have, I got to watch out, they got a auto surgeon bay. What level is it? It's level 1, okay. So, let me try this. Let me see if I can lure these guys into a room, and I'll cast a death bolt on them. The death bolt ready. Okay, there comes another guy. I'll get the death bolt ready. Okay, casting death bolt. Good. Now he's running out of there. Nice. Okay, let's cast it onto their shields. And I'll go to recall in a minute here. Yeah, let's recall now. Let's do it. Save health. Good. Okay, shields are now completely down. Okay, you get back on engines. And oh, he's healing. Oh, damn it. Can't do anything about that. Well, tempted to cast a shower reagent in there, but that's all right. Now they can all heal. Maybe it just has 1 charge, but now he's firing at me. That beam may hit pretty soon. I don't know how long a beam takes. It takes 16 seconds. Okay, so it won't hit me by the time our shield comes up. Okay, let's fire into weapons. I want that beam to hit us. I'll go ahead and use a missile in their shields. Well, they have a 20 evasion now. Oh, I just now noticed that. Everything hit though. We got lucky. Okay, now they can't hurt us with their weapons. That's good. And I can translocate again. Yeah, there's no point in translocating. We'll just wait. Yeah, slow battle. Apologies. I may translocate just to use my lance again on their shields. Let me do that real quick. Get their evasion down. Okay, let's translocate, and then we'll fire the lance. Oh, I missed anyway. Ah, it stinks. I hate that. Let's fire the Storm 3 into weapons again. Okay, Good, we got weapons destroyed, and I'll fire a missile on their shields. Hopefully that'll hurt them. Oh, my death bolt's up. Let's fire into here also. Good, I killed one. Excellent. Okay, now we got him down to 3 hull. That's a matter of just getting the... put you back on engines. And they're getting... Oh, their shields are back up, right. But they have no evasion now. It's at 5, so let me fire into shields. Good. They're getting their weapons back online now. Their beam's up. I don't really want to waste another missile on them. I'll have my 14 seconds. I'll have my death bolt up again. I'm trying to conserve munitions when we really need them. He's running back to the throne. Come on, get there in time. Ah, shields up, firing the shields. Hopefully this will end it. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm firing a missile. Come on. Good. Yeah, I had to waste a missile, but I didn't want that battle to linger. Okay, we got 1 munition back. Alright, 13 scrap. Ugh. Oh! Discover the raider vessel been destroyed by a stray shot. We got an extra 34 scrap. Nice. So 70 scrap. That's good. That's not enough for a shield charger, but it's close. It's enough to get a hull reaper. Hull reaper, I believe, is 60. Alright. Made good progress with the scrap. Let's move on to the next node here. 2 hungering reagents. Okay, alright. So we got some frozen corpse collides with your ship's antenna mass. Allow you to discover some equipment. Alright. Hunger, okay, that's good. Let's see. I guess I'll start using these swords, these sword reagents, because I've got, if I have at least, I know you want to save these for final boss, but being we're on Torment 12, I gotta make use of all advantages I have. So I'll probably be using these reagents since my crew's a little hurt right now. And of course, we did heal a little bit. That's good. Okay, 70 scrap. I want more scrap though. Oh, nice. Briefly detect an Aureo-Keen vessel. Its blood cult without detecting you. This may give our opportunity to gain the upper hand. We have improved sensors. We have sensor 2, so we got a gold text event for this. So we'll manually tune the sensors to track it. And it's a blood cold vessel, and they have a lot of crew. And this guy summons a thrall. Okay, that's not bad. How about the weapons? They have a storm cannon 1, that's 2 shots, and a flare, that's 4 shots. Yes, that's not good. They got a lot of, they can do a lot of damage to us. Okay, so I don't think we want to board. Well, I'm going to kill this guy. Maybe I can damage the, I don't know if I can damage the throne that way. So I'll go ahead and board into the throne, get the evasion down. And then we'll, my weapon's already up, right? So I'll get shields down. Okay, and then we'll fire into shields, and I'll fire this into their weapon. Good. Okay, I've got the weapon, 1 weapon down, so it means there's 2 shots they can hit us with. And I don't need to fight this guy. Let's see. Oh, they're in there fighting the fire, so I'll fire Death Bolt in there. And then wait for that to hit, and then I'll warp out, recall out. Okay, I'll recall. Alright, you get on engines. And I'm going to go ahead and use a shattering, one of these shattered reagents on the guy on the throne, keep their evasion down. He's already hurt, so no ions hitting, forgot about that. And they just fired at us, right? Yeah, so may get hit here. Good, now I got a sword fighting this guy. Maybe it'll kill him. Yeah, I may actually kill this guy. Oh good, 1 shot missed. Now, oh, now their weapon's repaired. That's not good. Good. The reagent helped. And what else we got here? Another ion attack's about to hit. Okay, my storm's up. Let me fire into... I'm going to fire into weapons this time. And then I'll ion their shields. Oh, my weapon got ionized. Ugh. Okay. Good. Okay, we got their weapons down. That's good. And I'm going to hold off on everything else. Let's see. Now my weapon, now my ion is I see my own ion cannon is unionized. Okay. And he's almost dead. Okay, I'm gonna warp in there and kill this guy real quick. Okay, killed him. We're distracting them from repairs. Okay, go and recall them. Get back on. So you can micromanage your border, the assault cyborg, so it causes a little havoc on their systems. So almost got guns up again. Come on, you gotta fire before this ion hits. Okay, let's end it. Oh, their shields are up. Let me fire into shields. Maybe this will end it. Oh, yes. Yes! Good. Alright, that worked out really well. How to use reagent. Okay. We got a survivor. It's a husk. Okay, plus 7 scrap. I need scrap. And a soulstorm, we could sell that. I'm not crazy about the spell because it takes like 20 seconds to cast. So I'm thinking of getting the soulstorm so we can sell it. I'm just going to get it. I think it sells for quite a bit. Powerful spell, but I'm never going to use it. So we got that. And we'll find out how much it sells for when we get to the shop. Okay. Everything in good shape? Yes, let's get out of here. And let's see. Don't really matter which node we hit, right? Ooh, they have a radiant blaster. Not good. I don't like that weapon. Very damaging. Okay, they want to fight. So let's see. Who's on the throne? Scavenger. And they also have a graviton field generator. That'll slow down my crew. Okay. On my ship, not their ship. Let's see. You know, I should put you on engines. And they only have a 10 evasion. That's not that big of a deal. But what I like to do is, I could board into the shield room and then cast my death bolt. Let me do that. Then maybe I can ionize their weapons. Of course, boarding there doesn't matter. Well, yeah, that'll attract a lot of them. Let me board. I'm going to board him into shield room. Get the death bolt ready. 4 guys show up in there. Okay, let's cast the death bolt. Lance weapons. They're off the throne, which is good. Okay, weapons down. Good, kill. And I destroy their shields. Nice. Recall. Good. You get back on here. You're going to be ready to board again just in case. And this guy's almost, they still have a lot of crew here, but... Oh, they got somebody back on the throne. Okay. Yeah, gas is coming. And let's see. Gotta watch out for that. Let me see. Okay, they're trying to get shield repaired, so I guess I'll be firing into shields again. Okay, here comes the radiant blaster. Our shield will handle that. There's no asteroids here, right? Yeah. Okay. And the shields are coming up, so I gotta attack those shields as soon as I can. Okay. Let's fire into shields again. Oh, they're back on the throne. Oh, some of these shields may miss. That's fine. Some of these shots may miss. Good. Shields destroyed again. Don't want to burn a missile, but... Where's the gas? Oh, okay. You run in here. And he's being gassed. You run in there. Means no missile. We're slowed down. Oh. I don't have any purifier or anything like that. Now I have no missile to use. Because my power block's being used by this guy. Okay, he's out. Okay, I gotta wait for air to come back. You don't have to vent these out. The gas will eventually dissipate on its own. Let's see. Still shooting back at me. Let's see. I could kill this guy. I'm going to kill this guy. That'll help get their evasion down, right? Good. I just destroyed their engines. That's awesome. So let's see. I'll go ahead and recall. And let's. I think what I'm going to do here. Okay, engine's destroyed. They're going to repair it. I've got 8 seconds. Let's see. I guess maybe I should ionize shields. I'll keep the weapons down. I'm kind of worried about this thing. I'm worried about this radiant blaster. Good. Okay. And then I'll shoot into shields again. Maybe I can use my death bolt on them once it recovers. Okay, the shield's repaired, but I'm about to shoot him again, hopefully. They have evasion 0. Okay, and shields again. Good. Okay, now they can run somebody in there, and I'll death bolt these guys for sure. Once he's in there, help him repair. Okay, fire the death bolt. I don't know if that's going to kill him or not. Let's see. Oh. You won. Take these supplies and let us go. Alright, I'll take it. 28 scrap, that's good. We're going to take it. Sometimes you get less stuff on the attack. Let's get out of here right now. Okay, to the shop. 98 scrap. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay, they don't have a shield charger. They don't have anything I want for the boss battle. They do have an autosurgeon. I'm tempted to get this. Don't really need it. I found if you get a crew member that has rejuvenate, you don't really need this thing, but I'm tempted to get it because it will enhance our boarding. Oh, Carnage Optics. This is an excellent module. I love this module. This is great for doing crew damage. Oh, especially if you have a beam weapon. We don't have any beam weapons right now. Nice, but very expensive barrier relay. And then we have hyperlink neural socket. Not really great. It comes with one of the ships. I think it's Assault Cruiser C has this, but not really crazy about it. And Saber missile, nice missile. Siege missile, awesome missile. I'm thinking of being autosurgeon because, again, it's something that can enhance boarding. It might be a mistake getting this, but... Oh, I forgot I can sell this, right? Let's sell this thing. Forgot. Oh, 30. This will sell for 30 scrap. That's a lot of scrap. Nice. Now we got 128 scrap. Now we're... Okay, now it's more interesting. Oh, you know what? We can buy this. I could get Carnage Optics. Huh. Now, getting a missile is also good, but in terms of survivability, because we don't have that many munitions, I'm thinking of getting an autosurgeon and Carnage Optics. Let's do that. I'm going to get the Carnage Optics. I really like this module. It helped me out on my Torment 11 game. We still have to get a beam weapon to take advantage of it, but now I can. Now my heavy ion lance is a crew damaging weapon. If I fire a heavy ion lance into a room filled with crew, it's going to do 15 damage to them. So that's not bad to have. And this will also do extra crew damage now. Let me see where I want to put the autosurgeon. I guess I'll put it right here. Doesn't cost any power. Okay. And now I can get my crew healed. Let's do that. Who else needs healing? Who else is okay? I'd like to get this up to level 2 at some point. Level 2 I think is more efficient than level 1, and it's going to be, what, 30 scrap? Yeah, it's 30 scrap. That's not that bad to get additional healing, but be a while before we do that, so good. Get you back on missiles, I guess. Alright, let's save stations. Okay. And I do need more power. We only have 4 munitions. Ugh. We're almost at the end of the sector, so I guess we'll wait. Maybe it'll be a shop in the next sector, right? So let's head to the Stargate and the end of the sector, and we'll do the end of video recap. See what's ahead. Now we have next our be 2 exclusion zones. We'll be picking this one here because that leads us to a war zone. I prefer to go to the war zone instead of this neutral sector. So we're heading to a exclusion zone for sector 3, and I would like to get shield 2 as well. Good thing I've pulling on my scrap. So, right, so this was an okay sector. I did add a combat husk. Not the best choice, but I wanted to get boarding enhanced somewhat. And I still don't have enough power. Right now, I'm still power deficient. I'm still not able to fully power up my launch bay. And I'd save money in order to purchase a few systems. This was kind of didn't really need the Carnage Optics, but, you know, it's something that makes our offense a little bit better, especially our weapons. So this will become more powerful if we get a beam weapon finally established, like Hull Reaper, even Siege Beam for that matter. We picked up a Purity of Steel module for free as loot. When you repair a system, friendly crew is basically, I guess, purify for 10 seconds. Not really a great module, but we got it for free, so I am willing to replace it. I'm even willing to replace this one, the heat shielding. So systems take half damage from fire. You don't really need this unless you're up against like Imperials or any other enemy that can do fire damage to your system. So I'm even willing to replace these 2 modules. I wish we could sell them, but you know, it is what it is. And in terms of, we got a new suit of armor for my commander, Hellfire Cuirass. So that gives her fire immunity. Picked up a Siege Claw for my Assault Cyborg, and had to use a couple reagents to turn the difference in the battle. Right now, the these weapons are kind of showing a little bit of their weakness. You saw how some of these battles took a little extra time. I'd like to get another ship's weapon that'd be a little bit faster firing, right? This takes 16 seconds. This takes 25 seconds. The lance weapon, powerful, but it's just so slow. I'd almost prefer to have like an energy lance or warp lance to the heavy ion lance, because those lances would fire faster, right? Or even though you have fewer shots, they fire within like, what, 12 seconds. So, and we are power deficient. I need a power right now. My missile system is being powered by the Flux Priest. If he runs out of the room, no missiles, right? So that's a problem. And I still don't have power for this launch bay. And I also, now running into Sector 3, we're going to need to think about getting Shield 2. Right now we're a little we're already taking some hull damage, a little deficient on shielding. So, even though I'm trying to get boarding up, it's been the expense of, we got to think about getting the ship a little bit tougher. Maybe I didn't need this Autosurgeon. This Autosurgeon was a kind of a luxury item to get. And it is a risk, because if we run to an enemy with superior firepower like a possessed ship, then it's going to be over, right? If we run to something crazy like a possessed ship with 2 missile batteries, then that's it, game over, which could happen. So I think in the next sector I need to look into saving more scrap and trying to get Shield 2. Hopefully we find another system vendor and try and get a shield charger. I think a shield charger is essential to try and survive to the very end. And I'd like to get a Hull Reaper. I probably shouldn't have passed up on the Hull Reaper in the first sector, because as you see, I haven't really been able to use this assault sled without the power. Of course, I have the same problem. If I had a Hull Reaper in the first sector, if I bought that, I'd still have to fund the power for it. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching this video. Please tune in to the next video. We'll be heading into the exclusion zone for Sector 3. Take care.